Here's one of the great ones of this era. Even on a hideous day like today, there are going to be some bright spots, and we've got one. Look at Okta, the cloud-based cybersecurity company that helps businesses handle your login and verification credentials. Last night, Okta reported a blowout quarter with a smaller than expected loss, higher than anticipated sales, up 50% year over year. I mean, we got the hot ones going this. Even better, management's guidance was incredibly bullish for both the next quarter and the full fiscal year. We've seen a lot of cloud-based enterprise software companies report great quarters, only to see their stocks get hammered. That sure didn't happen here. Okta actually rallied 6%. I think it would have been up about 10% if the market were so lousy. Let's check in with Todd McKinnon, the co-founder, chairman, CEO of Okta, to learn more about the quarter and his company's prospects. Mr. McKinnon, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thanks for having me, Jim. It's great to be back.
Boy, Todd, I got to tell you, what a quarter. And I still can't believe that there are companies that don't use you as the kind of thing. How many people are you protecting right now? I want people to know how big you really are.
Well, we have 6,550 happy customers across the entire globe. And so we come to work every day making sure we make them secure and make them successful and help them adopt cloud and transform their businesses.
Well, one of them is MLB, Major League Baseball, which we all love. So please tell us what you do for them.
We do a couple of very important things for MLB. The first is that we help their employees log into their applications they need to be productive at work securely and with a very positive, simple user experience. The second thing, which is more recent, is we are the login system and the security layer for MLB.com. So if you're logging in and streaming those baseball games, you're logging in through Okta to get to MLB.com. And it's really helpful for them because they can take their awesome developer and engineering talent and focus it on building core parts of that application and that experience versus the security parts that we can do better.
Well, I was probably maybe the number 5 subscriber at MLB.com because the guy who set it up was a buddy of mine. I absolutely love it, and it is seamless. I'm glad to know that you're behind the seamlessness. Zoom reports next week. It's one of the hottest stories ever, okay? I'm not even sure why it could be this hot, but I sure realize that if someone were to hack me when I was in Zoom, it could really cause a lot of damage to my reputation, couldn't it?
Zoom is a great company, yeah, and talk about another great product experience. They've kind of revolutionized a market a lot of people thought was really entrenched with a lot of competitors, and they came out with a better product, and the results are kind of speaking for themselves.
We have employees, one Kat, I'll just mention because she was so great today. She goes to Seton Hall for business school, and they give her Okta. Now, is this something new that you get Okta from an institution?
Well, what we're seeing in our business, and it's really driving these results you're seeing, is that every organization from sports league like MLB.com to a university like Seton Hall to the largest enterprises in the world, financial institutions, governments, they all have to connect more closely and more securely with the people in their ecosystem, whether that's students or alumni or faculty or employees or customers. And what's at the center of all that interaction is technology. And if you want to talk about trusted technology and delivering that to people, you have to start with identity. And that's what we're doing for all these organizations around the world. And that's what's kind of powering our results. Well,
we had the CEO of Zscaler we were talking to, and he's talking about how you're the passport, basically. You don't want your passport hacked. That'd be like the worst thing that could happen. That you are the passport for the net. I mean, that's not just for a couple of companies. Right? I mean, you're just for tens of millions of people.
Yeah, it's a really important role we're playing because if you think about, especially in the case of Zscaler, companies are moving away from the old world, which was they had a firewall around their network and everything inside was secure and everything outside was blocked. Now they're moving to this world that's called zero trust, which means they basically don't trust anything. They want to verify everything. And when you have to verify everything, you have to have this passport. You have to have this digital identity. And that's what we're providing. So for a lot of companies, we're turning a world that's pretty daunting in terms of how you give this flexibility or this openness and making it secure and very simple to use.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about the untrusted world, and that a lot of us, people, particularly my age, we're in the untrusted zone, but we don't even know it. I mean, do you school people when I pick up Okta? Do they tell me how to use it best, or I'm protected the moment I'm covered?
I think that one of the things powering our growth, too, is that more and more technology leaders and people in the security industry and customers and users are understanding the importance of identity. So they're going from a world where they were thinking about cloud computing, they were thinking about maybe firewalls and VPNs, and now they're thinking about identity as being the central platform to really embrace the cloud, create a great digital experience for customers, and also keep it all secure. So it's that mindset and that consciousness in the market of the importance of identity as a platform that is really leading people to come to Okta and driving our results.
You know, I was thinking of you guys when we were out in San Francisco, and you got your beautiful Okta Tower right there, and I was thinking, you don't have a real problem if we have tariffs on Canada or Mexico or China. I mean, you're a secular growth story that doesn't seem to be impacted by what we're being buffeted by right now, are you?
Well, it's interesting. Our business is, it's global, of course. Not as much exposure to China as other companies have. But in an indirect way, we're helping companies of every organization across the entire world be successful with their businesses as well. So we do think about powering business globally. So it's in everyone's interest, I think, to have as much free trade, as much economic commerce as possible. So indirectly, we benefit from that. So we have a close eye on that as well.
Well, congratulations. Just a monster good quarter. I was hoping for it. You gave it to us. Todd McKinnon, CEO and co-founder of Okta. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Guys, when a stock goes up big on a day like today, what do you think it does when the market's really great? Yeah, you know. Mad Money's back at 2. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.